What's going on, everybody? I'm back. Football season back, baby. But I got to say this right here. Papa Jerry must be stopped. Jerry Jones has got to be stopped. We understand the spotlight. We understand the headlines. But we are sick of the theatrics. Jake Ferguson just got signed. 4-year, $52 million in new money. $30 million guaranteed money. Who are we waiting to sign right now? Would it be the one Michael Parsons? One of the top 3 edge rushers and top 3 defensive players, top 50 players in the league right now? But you want to talk about people, you said, well, we spent so much money on the player and he was hurt over half the season, and that was a lot of money. Or you going to punish everybody else for it, but as soon as you say, I'm going to slow down on signing everybody, you always say the same thing. It's my timing. It's my timing. I always take my time. But he always do bullshit right before he do it. Why do we got to wait until the last day, the very last day, when he gave Dak that money, y'all? He waited till Dak had his uniform on for the first real game of the season to sign him. Why does Michael Parsons have to go through this? Why does any player that play for the Dallas Cowboys have to experience this headache with Jerry Jones? Just because Jerry Jones wants to be relevant, just because Jerry Jones wants to be talked about on ESPN, Fox Sports. He wanted to be, is Jerry doing too much? What kind of shit is that? Who wants that kind of attention? And you're mad every time shit don't go his way. When we lose in the first or second round of the playoffs, or just flat out don't make the playoffs, then his face long. He's talking about some bata. I thought we were going to get a different result, bata. We sick of hearing that, man. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, Smooth, that's just how Jerry is. Look, we got family members that just how they is, and they rude as hell, and they wrong as hell. Just like Papa Jerry. Now, what we're seeing happening now is players trying their best not to get discouraged. Okay? Trayvon Diggs, he didn't want to go to the facility for rehab. He went somewhere that his brother went. He said they rehabbed his brother very well, so he trusted them more than he trusted the Cowboys facility. This is what he said. I don't know. I've never been there. But this is what this man said. He said, my main goal is to take care of my body because I have to get on this field and perform or they will get rid of me. So I went to the best place for me. Do you know what they did for him for not going to where they wanted him to go in the Cowboys stadium? I mean, in the Cowboys facility, they fined him $500,000. But you beating up on the morality of these players, but you want them to bring you a Super Bowl. And standing right beside him in the same interview was Michael Parsons. And he was asked about, Michael, how do you feel about what Jerry said about players in their contracts and being injured? And Michael said, I can't speak on that. There's some other stuff that got to do man to man. But about football, I'm not playing for him. I'm playing for the Cowboys. I'm playing for the rest of my teammates. So now you have 2 of your stars complaining about things that are going on with Jerry Jones. And we got George Pickens just come along, and you're going to show him some dysfunction as soon as he get there? He got to worry about his money now? It doesn't matter what you do as a profession. If your morale is not there, your performance will not be up to peak, people. And that's a worry. That's something to be worried about. But I'm so happy that these young men are saying, no, we're going to play for each other. We deserve a Super Bowl. We got a new coach that we're very excited about. And I love to see how Shadi interacts with the players. I love to see the togetherness that he's bringing. He says, one thing that you will do is play for who you love. So he said we're going to get a sense of family, a sense of brotherhood here in the Cowboys locker room. That's something that we haven't seen in a long time. Togetherness, them having fun. There's one thing that I see the coaches bringing, and that brings championships. Do I think that the Cowboys are going to make it to the Super Bowl this year? What do I say every year, Shannon?
Yes.
What I'm going to say this year, Shannon?
Yes.
Seriously, we got a good thing going. And I'm going to touch on Dak Prescott before I get up out of here. Dak ain't 100%. He's not. He putting on the show for the camp, but he can't take no hit right now. I bet you Dak cannot take a hit right now. And I notice where everything is leaning towards who I know is going to be QB1. Shannon, who's going to be QB1?
Joe Milton.
Joe Milton. Do y'all see the difference between Joe Milton's performance on the field as far as like interacting with the fans, interacting with the coaches and teammates? Do y'all see the difference, like the hype that the Cowboys were lacking? We were always lacking a fire. And the fire was so low in Cowboys Nation that you could tell, like when Dez Bryant was on the sideline with that passion, everything else was so dead, he seemed like a diva. But he only had passion. When Micah is full of passion last season, he seemed like a diva. But it was only passion. Nobody else was matching it. Now we got a coach that's going to put the passion out there so the players can match it and surpass it. But Dak Prescott, no. They out there bouncing around and he too busy riding a fake horse doing the hoedown. Those days are over, man. Like I told people earlier, before preseason even kicked off, it was still basketball season. I said the Cowboys this season are ski masks, gold teeth, and black Air Forces. And we got to be there from top to bottom. And the quarterback is supposed to be the leader of the team. And you can't be acting like Poindexter when you out there with YNs. It ain't going to work. We got to do everything that fits. If Dak want to be up, let him stand his ass on the sideline, put a headset on him. We have no time for Jerry Jones's games. We have no time for Dak Prescott's antics, being a great guy after he throw a damn game. If you lose the game, he's a great guy though. Damn that great guy shit this season. We coming. Jerry Jones, get your shit together. Pay Michael Parsons. Give Trayvon his money back. Now, thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. We coming back with it hard now. We just a few days away from football season. Tell me who you think gonna win the Super Bowl. Tell me who your team is right now, damn it. We love y'all. Have a great one.